I want to send it up to my lady, my white chocolate thunder girl. What's happening up there in the Pacific Northwest, Sailor? What's going on?
Hey everybody, I'm coming to you live from Legends of Fire in the Northern Quest Resort and Casino here in Spokane, Washington. I am sitting in the humidor actually. So
nice.
It's interesting to see what happens to my hair in this humidor. But you can see boxes behind me. They have private lockers behind me. We have in front of me, there are guests out there. They're having a cocktail and some Uncle Nearest and smoking a cigar that we'll be featuring tonight, and they're watching it on screen. So this is a first.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be nice. I forgot to even introduce myself. Of course, I'm Jay Madison, market manager here in ATL. Peace up, A-Town down. And here we go, the man with the plan, our main guy here, Cigar Mike. Tell me what's up, bro.
Man, I'm just hanging with the crew, man. My girl Sailor, J-Man on the rocks. What's goody, home?
We good, man. Hanging out. You got your usual set, huh? You back in the spot?
Right, over there with my boy Ken, Paradise Island Cigars. We on the land yacht. We call it Big Bertha. Big Bertha.
Very nice. Very nice. Right. Very nice. Well, tell us about what we're gonna be smoking, and then I guess Sailor will get down to what we're gonna be drinking and all that good stuff, man.
We got to give a shout out to Drew first, Jay. Don't forget.
Oh, wow! How could I forget? Drew Stein, my man up in Indy, giving a big shout out to you, man. I wish I could pop you onto the screen and say what's up, but I know you're doing your thing up there with your folks, man. Where you at, Drew? Where's he at, Sailor?
He is. He's at. Is it called Sticks? Right? He's at Sticks.
I think so.
Indianapolis. Yeah, and he's doing a live watch party as well. So
I'm gonna double check my phone, make sure I ain't messed that up. Drew's like, oh my God, I can't believe you guys did that. I love you, Drew. I love you. But so I'm coming to you live from my backyard. Like I don't have the cool backdrop like the rest of you all. So hopefully the birds and people cutting their grass and don't get too many distractions and stuff like that. But we're gonna sit back here and relax and enjoy ourselves and get ready to have a good time. We had a great time last time we were here. We had one heck of an engagement. There we go.
True.
Whiskey family Sticks. Hallelujah. Yes. Big shout out to Drew up in Sticks, man. Shout out to all our team you in, wherever you may be. If you're in the cigar spot, doing watch parties. Shout out to all our folks out there. I gotta show some love. We got some big things going on. Shout out to our to the big announcement we had today about the initiative with Brown-Forman, which is huge. Hashtag together we can. I'm sorry. Hashtag together we can. Hashtag together we win. Check it out, y'all. It's a beautiful thing. We're really trying to get out there and make some history in regard to developing African Americans to be in the distillery industry in regards of all facets of the spirits industry. So from distilling to positions in marketing, sales, all that good stuff. So it's a beautiful thing that we got going on, and definitely partnering up with Brown-Forman. So it's kind of like Nearest and Jack back together again. Crazy. I love it.
Yes.
Can't we all just get along, please? Just this time. Can we just get it together, please?
It was a good day for unity, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all get to be here together tonight, and I get to have the beautiful people out here with me as well. So I'm excited. And I'm really, Mike, I am particularly excited about this cigar because I did a lot of research, and there's a kick-ass lady involved, right?
Yes, Karen Berger.
Woo! I'm excited.
What's up, Karen? Shout outs to my man Ben for hooking it up, man. Look at this. Look, y'all. Like I'm not a cigar smoker, but this showed up at the house. I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It's about to go down.
Mine is there.
It's about to go down.
That's like 3 months worth of smoking for Jay.
Maybe a year, bro. I mean, maybe a year. That is, look at that.
That is beautiful. Beautiful.
Don Kiki representing. Mm-hmm. I like it. Thank you so much again, Karen Berger. Thank you so much again, my man Ben. Man, it's a beautiful thing. We're gonna have a good time tonight and blow some smoke and drink on some really good whiskey. So what are you thinking, man? I got 3 different I guess what we say expressions, or what do you say for cigars? I got 3 different type of cigars.
Well, you have the same cigar. It just has 3 different wrappers on it.
Yes.
The one that we're smoking tonight in particular has a Nicaraguan Habano wrapper. So it's a Nicaraguan puro, and puro means pure. So when somebody says puro, that means the whole cigar is from one place.
Right on.
So tonight we have the K by Karen Burger Habano, a Nicaraguan puro. Yes, a Nicaraguan puro. So again, puro means pure. So it's all the tobacco in this cigar is Nicaraguan.
All right, let's pop this baby up out of here. Again, I learned now how we do this from Mike last time. That was let me get my nose up on it.
It smells different than the other one. It smells what am I smelling? Nuts? Is it nuts? Nuttiness? I don't know. I'm nuts, so who knows?
It smells like a really, really nice cigar. I'm thinking I smell tobacco. I mean,
wow, what a nose!
I'm just saying. I got some tobacco. Mike, so again, I put the cutter. I can lay the cutter flat. Put the stick down right there.
Are we ready to cut it already? Oh,
am I doing that?
Yes.
I know we got to get it lit up so you can do your special cocktail.
Lay it flat and then cut.
Chop, chop.
Well,
put you up in the ashtray.
Okay, done.
Yep.
All right.
I had to put this out. Representing the hometown Cincinnati, even though I'm not a Bengals fan. Don't kill me. Pittsburgh Steelers all day. Steeler Nation. But I got a ashtray my niece made way back in the day with Who Day inside. Freaking hilarious. So everybody's going to probably clown the heck out of me for talking about the Cincinnati Bengals like that, but Pittsburgh Steelers all day.
I'll be the first.
I'm sorry. Stop
it.
All right. And then what do we do? You said, is this toasting?
Toasting the foot.
Okay.
Toasting the foot. Angle?
At an angle. This angle.
Hello. Paging Cigar Mike. Cigar Mike. Paging Cigar Mike.
Dr. Cigar Mike.
All right.
I didn't do it enough. I was being too gentle.
All right. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, that's my sister talking stuff. Who Day all day. Sorry. Jeez. I'm never going to hear the end of that one. Good Lord. So all right. I think I'm lit, man.
All right, Jay, can you see behind me?
I can.
Can you see? So, wait.
I see a beautiful lady in red, and I see a young gentleman in black.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That one. This is
the camera messing me up. I'm like, am I turning this way or that way? It's the you know.
I know. I feel real. What's up, Mark Guillory? Okay, that's Elegant Plume. She came down to visit out of the Charlotte area.
Okay.
This other way. This my guy. It's Tyson. He came down. They came down to celebrate Tyson's birthday. So I invited him to have some souvenirs, smoke some cigars.
That's what I'm smoking. We smoking a special.
Oh, he's smoking my cigar. He's smoking the brand Especial by Cigar Mike.
Nice.
Ooh.
Well, happy birthday to you, my brother.
Happy birthday.
All the deal with making another year. Very nice. All right. So give us the rundown, man. Give me a little bit more love and knowledge about Don Kiki, please, sir.
Well, Don Kiki or Kiki Burger was like one of the godfathers in the cigar industry. I think they've been manufacturing cigars since probably around 92, 93, if I'm not mistaken. Helped out a lot of people, gave a lot of people their start in the industry. And unfortunately, several years ago, Don Kiki passed away. And
rest in peace.
His wife, but his lovely wife, decided to carry on with the family tradition. And after what she decided to do was blend a cigar called the K by Karen Berger. So the K actually is for Karen and Kiki together. So she blended this in honor of her late husband and their family together. And she also continues to run the business. She has done Kiki Superstore, which is down in Daytona, Florida. It's huge. It's like 7,000 square feet.
Florida.
Yeah.
All right.
And,
shout out to Tommy.
Yeah. So Karen's like a really good person, really cool. My buddy Ben Rosario was instrumental in helping me develop and bring my cigar to market, and they both work together. Incidentally, so we're celebrating Tyson's birthday. So yesterday was Karen's birthday.
Yeah,
so everybody on Facebook and every place else that we are can say happy birthday to Karen. I'm sure she'd love it.
Yeah, happy birthday, Karen.
Happy birthday, Karen. Look at that. See how it worked out? Perfect timing.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to another badass babe.
There you go.
Babes in the world. I love it. Nice
time. Mike, did you plan that? Did you plan that out, Mike?
Sure. Yeah. All my idea.
Totally yours. All right.
Yeah.
Well, so Sailor, you have a lovely, lovely cocktail. Is that right?
I do.
I would love to hear about it because I kind of pre-planned and kind of slightly pre-batched the cocktail. I got over here just ready to throw some ice on it. You let me know.
Okay. So should I do the cocktail now, or should we do your thing, your surprise thing? Which?
Okay, so I'm going to do this real quick, just for the people who are not cocktail ready. And by the way, Sarah, I got a lot of lovely comments. I don't know if I'm real cool about this, but my daughter's going to try to make your cocktail. She's probably watching right now.
Awesome.
She loves, a lot of people love your cocktails. And Jay, she thinks you're hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
It keeps me young, or at least that's what I say.
Right. Jay's 64 years old.
I thought you were 75. Come on now. Be true.
Right. So
Old Man River.
We're going to have fun. So where's Jay? Jay, you got your chocolate?
Yes.
All right.
Which one
so this is what we're going to do. So Sailor, when my first cigar event, I did an event called, it was Scotch. It was called Cigar, Scotch, and Chocolate.
Okay.
And so I've since kind of changed it up a little bit. So we're going to do two things here. Sailor, you're going to be able to do one. So Jay, I want you to open the sea salt first.
Man, I left my chocolate at home, you guys. All they had here was a Hershey bar, which thank you. They ran and got me a Hershey bar. So thanks.
All right.
But it's still going to be amazing.
All right.
Trust me, I do amazing stuff, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
You'll be doing this at home. Not with the children, but you can do it at home.
Sea salt.
Put the children to bed. All right.
Always put the children to bed.
You need a straight glass of Uncle Nearest.
Oh, crap. Okay.
I have.
Okay.
Just drink it out of the bottle, Jay. It's your bottle. You can do it.
So straight glass with Uncle Nearest in it.
Straight Uncle Nearest. There we go.
Okay, got it.
So it's going to be a chill glass. All right.
The straight chill glass.
Check that out. That's right.
All right.
Can't see it. Damn.
So,
Morehouse seal. Right on. I'm going to do 1856. That work?
Yeah.
That's what we're doing tonight.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
All right.
Not this. All right. Everybody's cigars are still lit, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, everybody take just a little sip of your Uncle Nearest and just kind of let it glide down, not a gulp. Just take a little sip.
Just a little sip in the coffee mug.
Now take a bite of your. Now take a bite.
Okay.
Now take another sip.
This is called getting drunk.
And now smoke.
And a puff. Okay.
And now smoke? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Your taste buds, your palate should be really alive right now.
Oh yeah, that's amazing. Wow.
So it's the equivalent of sensory overload. So again, you remember how we talked about touching every part of your palate?
Mm-hmm.
So now
Man,
you have like,
the chocolate just exploded in the back of my throat. Seriously. Wow.
Exactly. So you have chocolate, you have salt, you have the earthy flavors in the cigar, which are amazing.
Wow.
Right? Now, fellas that are watching, if you want your lady to drink bourbon with you, this is a great way to get started.
I was just going to say that. So
right,
after the show is over, I'm going to invite my wife out here, and we're going to eat some chocolate and sip on some Uncle Nearest and put the kids to bed.
Put the kids to bed first, Jay.
You're right. Yeah, I said it in the wrong order.
Right. Put them together first. All right, Jay, real quickly, we're going to run through the whole thing. So now,
yes, sir.
Open your high cacao. So this is 86% cacao.
Yes.
Man, why? Oh, well, I'm pretending.
Okay, you're going to love it. You're going to do it at home. You're going to love it. It's great.
You're going to love it. Don't mind me. I'm just out here shooting away mosquitoes. These tiki torches ain't working tonight. All right. I got the chocolate.
Go. Now.
All right.
So the high amount of cacao, it definitely works to break it down, especially when you're talking about 100 plus proof bourbon. This is something that's kind of matches it up on that level. So it's going to be a little bit dry. It's kind of demi-sweet, but it's going to be a little bit drier on the palate. So depending on where you know, what direction you're headed in during the course of that night and where you want it to go, what I like to do is do events, and I'll have 3 different bourbons or 3 different scotches, 3 different chocolates, so people get to contrast them, you know, multiple ways, but I only have one cigar. So it's just it's everything that you can get out of that one cigar. You're like, oh, it tastes like this. No, I'm getting this. Now I'm getting this, because you're switching the spirits that go along with it.
Wow, Mike.
I love it. This is a very, very flavorful cigar.
There's definitely a bigger explosion with the 86% with the cacao. Definitely.
Yum.
Man, I'm not going to be any good at all in about 2 hours. No good.
Yum. This is going to complement the cocktail really well also.
Wonderful. And all this is stuff you can get at like local stores. There's nothing designer about it. You don't have to have anything flown in from Belgium or anything like that.
Right.
You can go to your local grocery store, pick this stuff up, and, you know, enjoy an evening. Like Jay's going to do tonight.
Amen to that, brother. Amen. Man, that was excellent, brother. I appreciate that. Drew, I hope you got some chocolate, Drew. Did you get some chocolate over there at Sticks? Were you able to pick up some chocolate on your way in, brother? I hope that worked out. Out there passing out little chocolate, little Hershey miniatures around. See if that works, man.
Hey, I got to give a shout out, man, because Brian and Laquan and the whole crew over at City Cigars, they're doing a Uncle Nearest watch party tonight. So they have a special on Uncle Nearest and the K by Karen Burger in the Habano. So nice. Shout out to all the guys over there, everybody that's over there checking us out. BT, Laquan, Biggs, we appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out and cheers.
I gotta make a run out there. We're gonna go out there and hang, Mike. Go out there, get
I'm gonna
smoked.
ask my lovely friends to grab me some ice so that I can start to set up for tonight's cocktail. So we'll see how quickly I can get some ice cubes.
Oh man,
I'm trapped in this humidor, you guys.
It's stuck in there. So Mike,
I'll switch places.
Right.
I just need like a book of matches.
I got about a good 4 mosquito bites so far. So we're doing great. I would love to switch places with you. So Mike, tell me, man, how you been? How things been going for you this week, man? I know it's been a wild, tumultuous week for a whole lot of folks, but how you been hanging, man?
Man, I'm great, man. I can't wait to get back on the road. Fortunately, I was up in Charlotte this weekend, like helping Tyson celebrate his birthday. I was pretty glad about that. Visited my buddies up at Taylor Smoke, and another big Uncle Near supporter. Went by Cigar Loft up there, and then I went and visited my buddy Vinny at Enzo Cigars up at Richmond.
Okay.
He doesn't have a liquor license, but he does consume a lot of your product just on his own. I don't know quite what to say about that, but he's a good guy. He's a good person. So he's just,
there you go.
He drinks a lot.
That's good.
Maybe he drinks a lot. Okay.
Well, if he doesn't have it in a spot, and those of you who are not in places where you have Uncle Nearest, worst come to worst, you always have our website, unclenearest.com, in which you can go and order Uncle Nearest and have it shipped to you to the house. And I think we still have the code, the Liquid Gold. Liquid Gold is the code, and it gets you free shipping on that Uncle Nearest.
Forget how you're supposed to say it. Liquid Gold.
Yes.
I love gold.
Like a macaroni and cheese commercial.
Enjoying this chocolate and sipping on Uncle Nearest and getting ready to rock and roll. So I know it has been a little bit of a week for me. I've been tiptoeing back out there and into the market, kind of playing around. So it's it's a little tricky. I was actually down over there. Everybody knows over there on Ponce, over at Greens yesterday, and the protest came on by, and I was like, well, all right. I took some pictures, gave some shout and some love, gave out some Uncle Nearest mask. Oh, I forgot to bring my mask on camera. We got the Uncle Nearest branded mask. Go ahead, get him, Taylor.
Because I'm out in public. I have it
Check
off
it out.
because I'm in a private room, but
yes.
Here we go. It's super comfy, very comfortable.
Special.
Can you see that? Uncle Nearest.
I got mine too.
Easy to wash, very comfortable, very breathable.
Wait. All right.
Thank you very much. Ice delivered, guys. Yay, we're saved.
Yes, we're saved. I have my beautiful engineer spraying the mosquito spray around here. Thank you, baby. That helps out.
I'll tell you what, masks and red lipstick do not go well together.
I'm going to tell you what's not comfortable. What is it? This is not comfortable. we gotta make it.
It's a little tricky to smoke, huh?
Maybe I can plan.
Can you get it through there? Oh man, I need an Uncle Nearest bath. That's hilarious.
Oh geez, Louise. Okay, all right. I'm gonna start this cocktail. You guys, what do you think?
Let's go get it.
Don't let the smoke go while the mask is still on. Take the mask off. You'll kill yourself.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's a hazard. Children.
Yeah.
At home.
Don't do that.
I'm here for the people. I want people to learn.
Oh man!
So, last week I did a smoked cocktail, and you guys remember how I did it with the smoke in the glass?
Yeah.
Some people are still at home, and you can't go out and have like a fancy smoking machine. So there's a couple of ways you can do it that are really, really simple. You can literally leave the cigar on even paper. It's not going to burn the paper, I promise. On a coaster, and then you can put your glass. I'm sitting at a table, so it's a little weird. I'm not on a bar. You can put your glass over top of it, and it's going to catch a lot of the smoke. You can also very easily blow the smoke into the glass if you're drinking it yourself. You don't want to do that for somebody else. And then cap it with a coaster. And I have a beautiful Uncle Nearest coaster here that I use, right?
I think it just depends on how familiar you are with that other person. You can blow smoke in your glass. Hopefully you're close. You're cool.
Well, if not, you will be.
All right. Okay. So put that aside while you make your cocktail. And it's going to coat the glass. I'm going to put the cigar down for a minute. And I call this smoked shipwreck. And this shipwreck cocktail is one of my favorite cocktails. So I have a mixing glass. You can use a pint glass if you're at home like this, totally fine. And I have, I'm going to use a large cube, but you can use whatever ice you want. I'm going to use my hands because I'm the only one drinking this one. My beautiful bartenders out here, I already made them for the folks.
Yeah.
Or they're making them now. They're making them now. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, you guys. Two of my favorite things to put together is rum and whiskey, okay?
Uh-oh.
Yes, we have a very shared, interesting history as well. So think about barrels traveling on water, you know, and that's how we used to transport whiskey. You would actually have flat boats and they would go through rivers and things like that. And if you wanted to take whiskey from Kentucky, let's say, to New York, in the 1800s, didn't go by land, did not make sense, was not the fastest route. So you would actually have a flat boat with your barrels and you'd float down the river through the flats of Louisville, right? And you'd go to New Orleans, and then that's where the merchants would be, and the barrels would get put on a merchant ship and go up to New England, and that's how they would get their barrels of whiskey, right? And so rum, of course, traveled like this because we were making rum in the islands and the Bahamas and the Caribbean before we made it in New England as a new country. So shared history and a lot of shared qualities if you're drinking real rum, which means that the color of it is because it was in a barrel, and the flavor of it is because it's made with cane juice and not flavored and colored. You don't want that. You want it to be natural from the barrel, just like whiskey, right? Okay, so I have put together my whiskey and my rum already because I'm in this room. So Haley is going to post for me because I'm sorry. Also, I want to say I'm sorry I'm not responding to you guys. For some reason, it's not letting me type my comments. I don't know what's going on. So our beautiful Haley is helping us out. So she's going to post this recipe afterwards. So I do an ounce and an ounce, and I use Diplomatica Reserva rum. Okay. Because if I'm going to mix it with whiskey, I'm not going to use something super, super high-end, long, super aged, something like that. Right. So for mixing, it's a great mixing rum. So equal amounts, 1 ounce to 1 ounce of Uncle Near's 1856 and Diplomatica Reserva, okay, in your mixing glass. Then we're going to use some Carpano Antica.
Ooh, good stuff.
Vermouth.
High end.
The good stuff. So, and let's see, Haley's posting stuff right now. So I'm going to add the vermouth, and the Carpano Antica has very specific flavor that I think goes really well now that I'm getting super familiar with the flavors of the cigar, and I've been trying them and testing them out with both the rum and the whiskey. And so I'm going to add that to my mixing glass. Okay. And then I made something really special for tonight. So all my stuff's in my mixing glass. You guys remember last time we did this, I had a tobacco bitters that I used.
Yes.
And actually the gentleman who is making that for me is here out there in the room, I believe. Oh, right. Tyson, if you're here, please wave at me. I don't know if he's here. Mike. Greg
shout out to Tyson.
Tyson right here too.
Right.
We've got another Tyson from Skidmore.
Tyson represent Tyson.
Tyson Knight.
What is he on? Don't call it a comeback.
Right.
So this week, though, I made my own Cabernet bitters. And I love the flavor of the Cabernet in a really very, very tobacco and baking spice bitters with lots and lots of that bite that gets you right there, right? So I'm going to actually do 2 bar spoons because you've got that sweet rum in there and the Carpano Antica, so you really want to get a good amount of bitters in there to taste it. You don't need any other sweetener. This is going to be really well balanced. I don't even put any citrus in it because I've smoked my glass. And so we're going to go ahead and just stir it. and we're gonna stir it until. Don't pay attention to my stirring. I've never done it like this. This is weird. All the mixologists out there are like, what is she doing?
What is she doing?
I'm sitting down at a chair at a table. So all you're doing is you want to get it cold, so cold to the touch, right?
Yeah.
And you want to make sure everything is combined very well. You've got lots and lots of oils and all kinds of stuff, solid things like that in there. Okay, so now, do I have my strainer? I have my strainer. Okay, now here's where the magic happens. So I've got my glass. I'm doing this around a microphone. This is super weird, you guys, and a keyboard. Oh, quarantine is so fun. Okay, so.
Love the tattoos, babe, by the way.
Thank you. It's hot in here, you guys. Okay, so this is weird to do. Okay, I have my smoke in the glass still, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to remove it just a little bit while I strain that cocktail in there.
Yes.
Go ahead and cap it back again.
That's what I'm talking about. Right
and then, who here has Sailor's cherries? Because I shipped out a couple of jars after the last show. Mike, yours is on the way. So I have special whiskey cherries that I make at home, and everybody goes nuts for them. They're very, very yummy. So I'm going to go ahead and
pack a punch.
They do pack a punch. I use Uncle Nearest, of course, in a special blend of all kinds of goodies. I'm going to drop my cherry in there, and now the smoke has dissipated, but it's actually infused into the liquid of the cocktail. So, and you can definitely smell it in the glass. You definitely get the nose of it.
Sure do.
Super yummy, well balanced, and I think it goes really, really well with the cigar because, of course, it's the same cigar that smoked the cocktail. And that's it. That's my smoke shipwreck.
I like it. Hey, we got to get that over to Cliff at Highland, man.
Yes.
What the hell?
Shout out to my man Cliff at Highland. What up?
That's it. Hey, listen. I got this guy. Wait, hold up. You know this guy? All right, that's enough. This is my show. Go back. Go back over there. No, this is MJ from Life and Time. No, how you doing? Get away from the camera, sir.
For sure.
No.
Say big shout out to my man Jeff, man. That's my man right there. Yeah,
and you know Life and Times has Uncle Nearest as well, big supporter. So shout out to MJ, Castle, Bruce, Sierra, everybody.
That's my man Jeff Street up there, right?
Jeff, yes. G Street.
Jeff Street, another good Morehouse brother. I'm gonna plug the heck out of Morehouse. I can't stop. You know what can I say?
Are you a recruiter? You
can say that. Yeah, we're all recruiters. Dadgummit. You graduate from the house. You recruiting the day one. As soon as you walk off campus, man, you like, hey, you need to go to the house. Straight up.
Right. Sailor, right. I want the bidders too.
Okay, you got it. I'll send you the bitters and I'll send you the cherries as well.
That's right.
Yeah. This like when Mike did last time. Excuse me. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yvette's on here. She wants some too, you guys. I'm gonna just be a factory of bitters and cherries.
Yes.
So the tobacco bitters are going to be for sale. So unfortunately, COVID-19 kind of screwed up our whole plan for releasing these bitters, and we couldn't get, and rightly so, we couldn't get a hold of certain ingredients. Distilleries were using all of their unaged spirits for hand sanitizer, which was a good thing. So we had to wait. Again, I think Tyson's in the room. I think we're back on target. So I will definitely let everybody know the minute they're ready. You'll be able to buy them online. I'll ship them to you. And same thing with the cherries. So just DM me. Slide into the DMs, as the kids say.
Whoa.
I don't even know what that means.
Mike.
Not for me. Not me. I'm saying that people might take that the wrong way. So
right.
If you want bitters and cherries,
right?
Then
but it's all about sharing the love. So slide into the DMs, see what you got to do.
If you think I don't already get those DMs, let me just tell you, I'm very good at deleting. delete.
That's beautiful.
So, Mike, can I ask you, why did you choose this cigar to go with the 1856? What did you think? What were the components you were thinking of? I know what I'm tasting, but you have such a palate for cigars, and you have a palate, period. I want to hear your thoughts on why you thought these would pair really well together.
Well, I'm a big fan of the Habano wrapper, and I'm not a fan of MJ, but the Habano wrapper I'm a big fan of, and this one has a certain kind of dry earthiness to it, as a cigar. So with the oakiness that you're gonna get, and then the 100 proof, I felt like it was gonna be, well, I didn't feel like it. I've had it several times before off camera, but I knew it would be good, so it was kind of a no-brainer. It was pretty easy. I wanted to bring in the whole chocolate aspect, just to add more flavor, and for people to be able to try different bourbons, try them even at higher proofs, and go, oh, that's a little bit too hot. Let me take a bite of this chocolate, and bring myself back down. Yeah. So that was my precedent.
Last time we discussed wrappers, and the only reason I knew this is I mentioned that I lived in Windsor, Connecticut, where they grow the most shade tobacco in the world. I'm correct, right? Is that still the case? For wrappers, right? I forget how it goes. It's the one family still owns this farm, and so the wrappers also give a different flavor profile to the cigars.
Yeah, they add to the flavor. Yes.
So
yes, this like when you want to study cigars, there's so many wrappers. There's Maduro, there's Habano, there's Escudo, Connecticut, there's sun-grown, there's shade-grown. There's so many. So it's kind of a fun exploration in this, finding different components that you like in different cigars, and you're going, wow, I really like that cigar because of this piece or that piece, or and that's what helps you kind of stack onto your palate when you start to recognize, like, oh, I smoked this cigar 3 months ago, but I didn't get this. But your palate is grown, so now you recognize more things, even in the same cigar. So you can go back and smoke the same cigar 3 months later and get a different experience from it.
The same with whiskey, which is what I love about people that are new to their whiskey journey. A lot of us, I could probably tell you like the top 5 whiskeys that everybody starts off with. And then I say, all right, I'll talk to you in a year and we'll see if you still love those as much. Right. And sure enough, they've graduated even after a few months, and it's such a fun journey to see that happen. So I'm excited to do that with cigars as well now.
Wonderful. I like
Jay, why don't you tell the folks about 1856, huh?
1856. Well, for those of us, because there's so many, we don't know how many people are logging in for the first time, and also too getting to know the brand of Uncle Nearest. But the 1856 is our flagship. This is our first expression that we introduced, and the 1856 signifies the year that Uncle Nearest, Nathan Nearest Green, the first African-American master distiller on the record. Oh, somebody got a motorcycle. First African-American master distiller on record. That's the year he developed and perfected that Lincoln County process, that charcoal mellowing process that makes Tennessee whiskey what it is in 1856. And there was a young kid learning up under him by the name of Jasper. Everybody called him Jack, better known to you all as Jack Daniels. And he was teaching him how to distill whiskey. Eventually, Jack went on to become a salesman for the whiskey, which was a man by the name of Dan Call, who owned the distillery, the farm, and Nearest Green was Dan Call's master distiller. So eventually, Jack became a salesman for Dan Call. Dan Call eventually sold the distillery to Jack Daniels. He stayed on the farm. It was then called Call Daniels Whiskey. And then in 1884, Jack moved to his own water source, built his own distillery. Moved down there in 1884. Nearest Green said, I'm good. I'm a retire. That's a player right there. So he did so, but he sent his 3 sons, George, Eli, and Lewis, to continue working with Jack. And they went on and continued to do great and beautiful things. So that's a beautiful story about Uncle Nearest, and the fact that we have been in the market, really telling the story and selling the whiskey at the same time. They go hand in hand. So as we all know, when it comes to some beautiful spirits, there's always a story. And then on top of that, you got to have some good juice in the bottle. And we got both, hands down. And our story continues. So please, by all means, you all stay up with us, man. Look at our website, unclenearest.com. The actor Jeffrey Wright tells our story about Uncle Nearest on our website. But then also too on our Facebook page, Instagram Live, we have a YouTube page, a YouTube channel, which is Pound the Rock, and check that out. You see all the stories, all the ambassadors are on there doing podcasts, and so you really stay up with us. We got a lot of stuff going on with Uncle Nearest, and we got coming up, Mike and Sailor. We got Juneteenth coming up, so that's a celebration. Yes. So if you all don't know, a little knowledge dropping.
Yes,
Juneteenth is better known as Freedom Day or Jubilee Day for us Black folks, because that's the day when we actually celebrated being free from slavery. Even though 2 years prior in 1863, Abraham Lincoln signed the Emancipation Proclamation, actually freeing the slaves. We didn't actually, truly get to be free until 2 years later after the Civil War, and that's when everyone celebrated on June 19th of 1865. That was the first Jubilee Day or Freedom Day, and that was come to be known as Juneteenth. And a beautiful note, my son's birthday is on June 19th, so we're gonna party. He turns 11. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, I still won't give him Uncle Nearest though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give him a big shot of juice.
Hey, juice. I'm Greek, and we grew up having a little bit of wine or spirit with some water at holidays.
Okay.
And we're fine.
Say no more.
It's like tradition. No that's what we did.
Okay, so
I have a feeling I know what to give him.
I have an absolutely terrible piece of history to kind of add in.
Please.
So, how old was young Jack Daniels when he started to work for Dan Cole?
He was probably around, I mean, not for sure, but probably around an 11 or 12-ish, I think, when he went down to the distillery. Yeah, he was a young kid.
Critical, Jay.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Right.
So get to work, boys and girls. Did you hear that? Well, yeah, but back then when you were 11, you were already like 25, right?
Yeah. But can you imagine Jack down there working at the distillery? I mean, he probably had to taste a little bit of whiskey, right? Just to know what's really going on.
There you go.
He's tipping.
But of course, technically, only 21 and over can drink.
Right.
Quality control. Right. It's quality control.
Quality control.
At that point.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it'll be a good birthday, to say the least. That's for darn sure.
Yes.
Jay, do you want to go?
I'll be doing an event that day, so.
Yes, it's a whole lot of stuff going on.
My first social distancing, but that's kind of my first event back in a while. So,
awesome.
Wear your mask, man. Wear your mask.
Uncle Nearest, hold on, man. Got it. I'll poke a little hole in it so I can smoke through and not kill myself.
Jay, do you want to talk about 1856, like the profile of it and the age and all of that, and why it's named after that year? So
we about the significance of the 1856, but the 1856 is our premium aged whiskey. The barrels are aged between 9 and 11 years, probably closer to the 10, 11 year mark for most of those barrels. And it is 100 proof whiskey. And I'm telling you right now, it's going to be the smoothest 100 proof whiskey you got in your glass. I mean, it's deceptive. Like you don't really feel like you're drinking 100 proof whiskey until maybe like a drink and a half in. You're like, oh, okay, there it is. There it is right there. And it's a fabulous drink in the glass. I tend to really drink it like neat or on the rocks. Great in some really upscale and classic cocktails like your old fashioned, your Manhattan. You know, I love me a Boulevardier. And like you said right here, I mean, it's a 1856 because it's so smooth, but also too, you can still feel the flavors coming through. Like I feel like, to me, I got a strong toffee sometimes. Very good spice notes. Cinnamon is good right there. I love it. I mean, just, you just put it on your lips and just let it relax for a second. So that's why I like it so much.
So I say that. So the last time. Sorry, go ahead, Mike. As he
You talking. But I take it and rub a little between my cheek and gum. Just in the mornings.
In the morning.
Good.
There you go.
That's the way to wake up.
Take the edge off. Right. Cutting up.
I feel like for me, I don't know about you, Jay, when you're in the market and you talk about, we did 1884 last time.
Yeah.
And we're doing 1856 this time. And when people ask me what's the difference between the two, for me, I feel like 1884 is delicate and bright, and I feel like 1856 is bold and spicy. So I'll say like daytime, nighttime, or feminine, masculine. That's kind of how I explain them. I don't know.
Yeah. I fully agree with you there. Whiskey, the 1856 is for people who are really, really true whiskey drinkers. I mean, like hardcore. 1884 is a little bit more mild, more approachable for you to have and drink and put in the cocktails, and kind of, convince you to step onto the brown side and start drinking some whiskey. I had so many people who are like, I don't really drink whiskey, because they're only thinking about drinking it neat or on the rocks. But the fact that the whiskey is probably one of the best spirits to put into cocktails, because it has so much flavor. I mean, it's excellent. I mean, you could drink whiskey throughout the summer, in like whiskey mules, which is great, our Tennessee Buck, or whiskey sour, or all type of cocktails.
Or a shipwreck.
A very versatile spirit. And I would tell you to get out there and experiment. And we have ways right now that we're learning more about how to taste and enjoy whiskey with a nice cigar, now with some chocolate, so have a good time. We're going into summer like full steam ahead. And so everybody get out there and go to your local liquor store, go to your bars, your restaurants, those that are open. Make sure you maintain social distance, but make sure you walk in there and you're saying, hey, you guys got Uncle Nearest? You don't? Something's wrong with you.
Better get it.
Get it. Like right now.
Because we are the most awarded bourbon or American whiskey in 2019.
We are. Yeah.
That's kind of a big deal.
That's no joke. I like to stick my chest out, like the most awarded American whiskey of 2019. Like, you got the story, and then you get to say that too. I mean, it's not. A lot of people have some great marketing, but then the product in the bottle is like, nah.
Yeah.
We don't have that issue at all. Not even close. No.
So just so we're clear, real quick, I just want to respond. I can't type, so I just want to respond that. So we made an announcement today. I'm just responding to someone that made a comment on our website, on our social media, and on Jack Daniel's social media, that we have a huge, incredible initiative that we've done together. So we are a family together, because Jack and Nearest were great friends. And we actually have descendants of both families working together with us in our distillery, which is amazing. Our master blender, Victoria Edie Butler, is the great-great-great-great-granddaughter of Uncle Nearest, and Sherry Moore, who is our badass director of whiskey production, is a descendant of Jack as well. So there was no stealing of anything. So understand that Nearest was the first master distiller, and then his son went on to be the second master distiller. The story was lost for a long time, 100%, absolutely. Was not talked about. We don't have to discuss why. We all know why. But we're reviving it, and we're doing that absolutely with Jack Daniel's and Brown-Forman's blessing. And they are working very, very hard to right some wrongs that have happened throughout history, I think is fair to say, and support us. And we appreciate that. And Fawn has done a lot to support them as well. So our stories are intertwined, and that's just natural. That's just how it is. But it's a beautiful relationship, because their relationship at the time was beautiful. And so we want to revive that and hopefully make a change in the world, literally, with that, that we can unify and we can come together and we can do beautiful things and uphold each other.
That's right.
So
that's right. Hats off to Brown-Forman for joining forces with Uncle Nearest. And so, that Brown-Forman owns Jack Daniel's, and Uncle Nearest is owned by Uncle Nearest Inc., which is Fawn and Keith Weaver, who are the founders. And so we have a loving family relationship with Brown Foreman, but we're two separate businesses. So just so y'all know that, and it's because of Jack Daniels that we know about Uncle Nearest, because where Fawn started her research was in Jack Daniels' autobiography, in which he mentions Nearest and his boys like over 50 times. So that's where everything started, and it was because like Jack made sure that people knew about Nearest and the Green family. So this, nothing was stolen, and that's why we tell the story, to make sure we set the record straight. And so you know who Jack Daniels is, of course, but now you definitely know who Nearest Green is.
But
and
also
without him.
Very acceptable, natural thing to assume and think because of history, for sure. I just want to validate that. But Fawn was pleased to find that there was a beautiful friendship there, and it's a beautiful story. Right. It's full of honor and love and respect.
That's right. That's right. And the last thing I wanted to see, because I'm looking back on it, so make sure I read it right. The big announcement that came out today, it's the Nearest and Jack Advancement Initiative. And it says, today we're joining forces to announce a $5 million plan to form the Nearest and Jack Advancement Initiative to accelerate Black distillers in our industry, provide resources to Black-owned spirit companies, and to launch the Nearest Green Distilling Program. Check it out, y'all, for real. So hashtag Together We Can, and I throw on there always the hashtag Together We Win, because we're trying to win. It's about daggone time, man. We've been fighting and battling for a long time, and let's just continue to fight. I know a lot of us are tired. I know, I know we're tired, but we have a lot in front of us, and we just got to pick up the torch and keep on moving. We really do, really do.
And we're doing that with a beautiful whiskey, and we're doing that with a beautiful cigar. And the cigar tells a story, a beautiful, honorable story, as does our whiskey. And we're here together tonight, and that's a beautiful thing as well. And our beautiful master blender is with us, who I just mentioned, by the way. Hi, Miss V.
What's up, Victoria? Lady Victoria. Yes, indeed. Lovely. So Lady Victoria, Victoria, if you all didn't know, we may have mentioned it, but Victoria is the master blender of our 1884. So lo and behold, whiskey distilling and blending and being in the whiskey, the love of whiskey, the whiskey family is truly in her blood. She had no idea, but look at what you're doing now, girl. Spread your wings. Beautiful.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. Absolutely. Amazing.
Someone asked, and again, I can't type, so I apologize. I don't know. There was some weird error tonight when I would try to type. So Haley's been helping with comments. Someone asked what cigars we're enjoying. We're enjoying the Don Kiki.
Yes.
And it's the Habano that we're enjoying. Yes. And this is the medium one. Is that correct, Mike? If you have the box that Jay has?
Yes, medium plus cigar. It's the K by Karen Berger Habano.
There we go.
In the Toro, manufactured by Don Kiki Cigars.
There we go. That's
it's like Kiki Shepherd tonight. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. There we go.
That's right.
Up. Sorry.
Yeah. So remember to check your local retailers, or you can go to the Don Kiki website. I think it's Don Kiki Superstore. Ben, somewhere on here. Ben, if you wouldn't mind, please. Put that up where people can get these amazing cigars.
I'll try to find it again and highlight it again, because he did comment previously, and I'll find it and put it up again. And here we go. This is it, correct? There we go.
There it is.
Ta-da! There it is.
And so I have a request. I'm gonna unplug and walk out into the room. Pan our guests so that they feel included. This is my first event, you guys, out in the world. This is super exciting. So I'm going to put myself on mute while I do that, because otherwise we're going to get weird reverb because they're listening and watching to us out there. So I'm going to walk out there. So I'll let you guys go first. Okay.
So we want high fives as we're going through.
Okay. High fives. All right, guys. I'm coming out. So get ready for your high fives. Okay. All right.
Virtual high five. Social distancing high five.
Yeah.
Yes. So, Mike, so tell me how you how you got to know Don Kiki, how you got to know Karen Berger and Ben, and how that whole relationship came about, my friend.
Well, a friend of mine, TK Tobacco Kennedy, gave me a call a couple of years ago, and he said, "Hey, Cigar Mike, I got a buddy that's coming up to Atlanta, and you two should meet." And that was Ben, and Ben came up, man. We sat down, talked, had a great time, and not 2 months later, we ended up on tour. So we went from Georgia all the way up to New York. We were in 31 cigar stores in 11 days, and just had an amazing time. So I really got a chance to get to know Ben, get to know the brand, get to know more about Don Kiki, get to know about Karen and their whole story. So it was an amazing time. And I mean, shortly, maybe a year or so after that, came the Cigar Project. It was very much a blessing in disguise. I was very fortunate, and Ben was able to help me, and he created an amazing situation for me to work within in order to have my cigar produced. So after that, we brought my cigar to market. But I consider Ben, Karen, very, very good friends. It's like family. So I do anything for them, and it's been great. So
Man, that was a beautiful spot up there, man. These guys are hanging out and relaxing. Look at that.
Man, look at this.
That's a packed house. Look at that.
I'm
Yes,
going
sir.
there.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of drinks on that table. I'm hanging out with those guys. Who's that?
Right.
Right.
Right. We gotta make our way up to Spokane, bro. We gotta get way out west and get up north a little bit.
We're gonna. Okay, I'm speaking
Wow,
this.
look at that, man.
Look at. We're gonna go on the Uncle Nearest tour.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what,
Uncle
Mike?
Nearest,
What do you think about taking a
tour.
train, either a train or a bus? Maybe an RV like what you're in right now.
We're in the RV. We'll talk to Ken. Ken, can we take the RV? Wait a minute. Come here. Let me get Ken. I'll ask him right now.
Yeah. on camera.
Ken, this is Ken. This is his RV. Paradise Island Cigars. Ken runs the joint. But Ken, can we go on tour?
I think we can probably make that happen.
We take Big Bertha. He doesn't call it that. I just call it that. It's not mine. I don't know if you really name something that's not mine, but he doesn't tell me to shut up, so I think it's fine.
Yeah. I like it. Bertha was my grandmother's name, so I like it. I'm down with that.
Right. So we'll go out on tour with the mask, and Uncle Furious, and a whole bunch of cigars, and have a whole bunch of fun. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that wouldn't hurt at all. There she is. Well, that was a quick little war tour. Nice job, Sailor. Way to get around.
Great
It was
job.
hard for me because there's a delay, and I was trying not to go too fast so people didn't get seasick. But those were all of our folks enjoying the evening tonight. So super appreciative to do this again, Mike. It was so awesome, and what a gorgeous at that favorite part of it too, right in the middle there. Last time, I love that part.
Oh yeah, it's working out pretty good.
It's amazing, Jay. You're doing a great job, but Sailor, you have an amazing palate, and I got a lot of feedback from a lot of people who were watching us last time, and they were like, Sailor's palate is amazing. So you're really doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're doing a great job, and people notice.
Thank you. I'm super interested in flavors, and I hope one day to later on, many years from now, I would love to get into blending. I'm someone that's interested in everything, and I love information, and I have to know why about everything. So thank you. This is a fun journey for me to be on. I appreciate being able to learn like this too. It's amazing. You are an absolute master, Mike. Absolutely.
You truly are.
Right.
You truly are. You're turning me into a cigar smoker, and I never thought that was going to happen. So at least once a month, I'm out here in the backyard. I mean, we'll see what happens in November when it's freaking freezing. But or
you're gonna have whiskey and a cigar. Stop it! And you're in Atlanta. Come on now.
It's a South. Yeah, I'll be inside someplace. With so many spots. Well, me and Mike are going to be going on tour all around ATL with all the beautiful cigar spots and just hitting them up. So it should be fun. And again, man, big shout outs to my man Stu. Good gracious. Big shout outs to my man Drew. I said Stu. Drew Stein. Right. It's working. Big shout out to my man Drew up there in Indianapolis, man. I hope you guys are having a great time up there in Sticks, man. Really appreciate you all tuning in and checking us out. Hey, I see my man El Monty right there. Big shout out to everybody, all the noobs with Crimson Sip and Smoke Society. Just in the house right now. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. We're creating one heck of a buzz out here, Mike. Me, you, and Sailor. We're teaming up and doing some serious things. And I'm really
we need
proud
to do this in person. Yes, as soon as it's safe, we have to do this in person.
Oh hell yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Amazing. I look forward to it. That'd be great.
And Mike, I definitely want to have you come out here. Someone asked where I was. I'm in a cigar lounge called Legends of Fire in the Northern Quest Casino in Spokane. Beautiful Las Vegas style casino. It is absolutely stunning. The folks here are so wonderful. They've done a really great job of reopening very carefully and using all of the protections that are recommended by our governor, and but still allowing people to come in and have experiences like this. So I can't wait. And Jay, we'll have to fly you in too. So Yvette, did you hear that? Get the flight tickets ready.
Either that, or me and Mike already figured out we're gonna get the RV and get right on Big Bertha and head out all the way out west.
Okay, right. Can I come? Can I come on this trip, please?
It took us like 11 days to get there,
though. 11 days of awesomeness?
I can live with that.
All the stops along the way? Come on.
Right. At least 11 days.
What's the name of the lounge again?
So it's called Legends of Fire, and it's in the Northern Quest Casino in Spokane, Washington.
Spokane.
And they have a beautiful hotel and a spa, and the gaming floor is awesome. And they have gorgeous restaurants, of course, this beautiful cigar lounge. And I'm inside the humidor if anybody came on late. And behind me, you see, we have these very special lockers, and it has your name on it. And when you became an owner of the locker, and you can put all kinds of fun stuff in there. And also, you guys, so remember that super fancy 1820 that I pulled out? That's the highest proof we've had, by the way.
Mm-hmm. We heard that part.
Mm-hmm. You can get that here. You can drink that here. Here.
Yeah.
Right here. They picked it. Well, we all picked it together, but yes.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I got to remember that one. Yeah. Mine is not that much of a high proof, but, I'll get there. What I have is, mine's just 110, so wah.
Right. The one I have, I don't have one.
Oh no, Mike, I've got one for you with your name on it. We'll hook it up. We'll get
what?
Because we did the pick here.
We gotta say that and explain that it's only 1% of our barrels turn out to be single barrel or the 1820, right? So therefore, it's extremely hard to come by. It's not like we can just push it out and give it out whenever we can. The barrel we had here in Georgia, I'm pretty sure that sucker sold out probably about 3 months when it was down here within the different liquor stores and stuff like that. And so right now, if you can make it to, well, we're still closed for right now because of COVID, but we should be opening up. I'm hoping, crossing fingers here, we should be opening up soon. But get to our distillery, the Nearest Green Distillery in Shelbyville, Tennessee, y'all. A horse farm up in Shelbyville, Tennessee. And the Nearest Green Distillery is right there. And we sell the Uncle Nearest, the 1820. So you got to make a trip up there and go get it. Go get it.
Guys, we should do this again with the 1820. How about that? What do you think, Mike?
I got it. Wait a minute. I got it. All right. So we're going to put together.
Okay.
Thought I was on the other side. Anyway, so we're gonna put together something. We'll get people from like me and Jay's area, your area. We got to get like 3 people from all different parts of the country. And when the distillery opens, we should tour with them because I had an amazing time.
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. That sounds phenomenal.
We'll come up with a contest. And then people can come and have the amazing time that I did. And maybe I can make that special phone call, Jay. Maybe we'll have a guest or 2.
Gotcha.
or
yeah.
three.
You got a nice, yeah. Mike's got a cool Rolodex, real good. I mean, that's old school right there. I say Rolodex. Mike's got a cool Rolodex where he can make some phone calls and have some really special guests show up and hang out with us for sure, man. That'd be dope.
Yes. So, yeah, let's do that. We'll have an amazing contest and get a group of amazing people from like around the nations. And once the distillery opens, we'll go up there and have a great time.
I love it.
I'm telling you, great.
We have these beautiful, so I'm imagining, our beautiful rocking chairs, Jay, on our porch.
Oh,
where
yeah.
You get to see the copper skies.
Hang out with Toppies,
right?
Yeah, baby.
There we go. So we can have our smokes and we can have a beautiful cocktail. We got to get our brother Speedy to come and make us some beautiful cocktails, right?
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy. I love it. Let's do it.
We'll get out there. I mean, and you all will see too. It's truly family. I mean, we hang out with our folks. Sherry's up there, Fawn, Victoria, Keith, Speedy, Steve Hendy. Shout outs to my man Steve Henderson, man, my VP. What's up, Steve? So we have a really good time. We go hang out, man. I mean, it's really we sit there, eat, drink, and hang out and watch the sun go down. And I'm telling you, I've seen some beautiful sunsets. I mean, straight up. But it's something different about that sunset up there in Tennessee when you watch it go down. It probably helps that you're drinking Uncle Near's. They may help out just a little bit, but it's beautiful. It's a great experience, man. I had a good time when up there with my family and toasted with my pops. It was wonderful. So I truly recommend as soon as we open up, you all come check us out. I mean, if everything goes down and things go well, and we have that second phase and we open up September 5th, I would advise you to be in the house. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be bananas. Keep track of us and see what we're doing, for sure. Watch us all on all our social media and stay up with us, please, folks.
Awesome.
Hey, Sailor.
Yes.
I know you make awesome cocktails. So can I talk about two cocktails that are very seldomly talked about?
Yes, please.
I'm a big fan of Sazeracs and Greenpoint.
Okay.
I love them both. Cliff, of course, Cliff and Highland, Cliff and Tony, they make amazing green points there. And I had a wonderful Sazerac. I was at Red Phone Booth in Nashville. Some good friends of mine.
Oh, yeah.
That spot in Nashville. But I think, a lot of people like the old fashions and the Manhattans, and they're great. But let's introduce a couple of new things because they're amazing. The flavor, the strength is amazing.
Yeah.
The Sazerac for me, Sazerac can be a super polarizing. And Ben, I'll answer your question because I am in love with it. The Sazerac, it can be a very polarizing cocktail if it's not made properly. And so you really have to know your absinthe. You really want to make sure that you're doing a rinse. In my opinion, you have to treat, that's a real delicate cocktail. Sometimes at the low component cocktails, meaning you just have like 2 or 3 ingredients, they can be screwed up the most, right? Like how many times have you had a bad old fashioned? Because you have to be it's true, right? Because you have a lot of components, you can hide mistakes and stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. But if it's like an old fashioned, it's very precise, and we all have our own play on it and our own reasons, but be precise. And the Sazerac is like that. If you go too far with that absinthe, you taste nothing else. If you don't do enough absinthe, depending on what whiskey you're using, you don't taste it at all. And that, for me, also, the Sazerac is very specific. It's not a cocktail, in my opinion. This is just my opinion, that you can use any whiskey with. I don't think that's the case. I think you have to be very careful what whiskey you're using with it. So for me, I would use our 1856. I know this is going to sound crazy, but I would use our 1820 as well, because the flavor profile of the length of our whiskey in the barrel with that Lincoln County process paired with the absinthe is a killer. Gorgeous. So that's my thoughts on the Sazerac. And the Greenpoint, so underrepresented. Super underrepresented cocktail. Totally. I haven't even thought about, oh my gosh, I don't even know the last time I even thought about that. So yeah, that's a good one. One. We'll post the recipe to that.
Now the only problem with that is the glass. Can you put it in a rocks glass, please? With That's the only.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a mental thing. It's a mental
I'll work on that. I'll work on that.
thing. In the rock glass.
Gotta be a rock glass. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
In the rock glass.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes the glasses are important because, like a red wine glass versus a white wine glass, beer has specific glasses because you're looking for aeration and things like that. So there is something to why you put certain cocktails in certain glasses for sure. But you can make variations and make adjustments. And again, it comes down to just just measure. That's it, you guys. When you're reading cocktail recipes, I don't like to measure. That's why I suck at baking. Because when I cook, I'm like, a little bit of this, we'll taste a little bit of that.
Right.
So baking is always a disaster. I'm like, you don't really need to measure that, right? But in cocktails, for some reason, I'm very, very, very precise about my measurements.
Really? Okay.
I'm very precise. It's chemistry, man. I'm like a mad scientist.
It is. Truly it is. I mean, sometimes with me, with working in the airport, working in One Flew South, shout out to all my folks at One Flew South, by the way, old folks and new folks. You make those cocktails and like we'll make a Sazerac. We use the brown sugar cubes and I put that in there. And I actually take I do only maybe a dash. It depends on my mood. But I'll put like a dash or maybe 2 at the most of Angostura, and then I'll just get busy with the patios. Like, tear it up. Do you rinse your
glass? Do you do the rinse?
I do. Well, I have done, but we have a spritz. So I mean, I spray the inside of the glass and make sure it's coated real well, and then set that sucker in the cooler, and then make the cocktail and get busy. Yeah. So, but it's one hell of a cocktail. I mean, Sazerac comes highly recommended for me for daggone sure. And I forgot too. I wanted to give a shout out since we were talking about Speedy in Nashville. I wanted to give a shout out to my man Julian at Battleground South Cigar. He said he knows you too, right, Mike?
Yeah, my man. What's up, Ju?
Yeah. So I make sure I'm gonna catch up with Julian tomorrow, man. So Speedy put us together. So I mean, it's the contacts and the connects are endless. And I'm looking at as we continue doing these shows, we start plugging and making sure that we did just what we did with Drew. In regards of having our ambassadors all around the country in the different cities, being their cigar spots and doing watch parties and stuff like that. I mean, this is a great thing that we're starting, and I'm really looking forward to it. This is only the second show we've done, y'all. Number 2. Number two.
And so to answer Ben's question, and then I want to ask Drew if he has any other questions before we wrap it up. So Ben, I'm absolutely in love with this cigar, just like I have about 80 different whiskeys on my shelf at home. This to me seems more assertive in flavor than the last cigar that we did. Now, mind you, I'm very new in my cigar journey. What I like about it's smooth. It's like this reminds me of Uncle Nearest. It's assertive in flavor, but it's smooth. Does that make sense? Yeah. Right? Mm-hmm. It has a smooth character to it. And as I get to that middle point where I'm getting past it a little bit, that you get that spot where all of a sudden there's an explosion in flavor, and I'm getting like dark cherry, and I'm getting like the smell of fall leaves and earthy, lots of earthiness. I get lots of earthiness in this, and then that sweetness comes in, and it's definitely baking sweetness, like deep baking spices that I get on this. I'm really surprised at, as it's gone, all the different flavors I've been getting throughout it, which I'm just absolutely adore. So Ben, I really like this, and I don't know, why yet. And as I go down this journey, I'll start to figure out exactly what components make me like hit my palate or not. But the pairing together is phenomenal. Again, like the pairing is just spot on. My brain gets why these two things go together very easily for me. So I hope that answers.
Mike,
yes, sir.
Mike, you on your way, man. You on your way. That boy, hey, that man got talent, man. You got talent. You on your way.
Yeah. I'm on my way to the store to get some more Uncle Nearest. Yeah. You're completely right.
Right.
Jay is the sayer of truths. We like him.
So Drew. In Indianapolis,
and you're really a miracle worker because of the fact that you're able to help me do what I'm doing right now. in regards of pairing great whiskey and a cigar. And I mean, and eating chocolate. I mean, I never would have thought I'd be doing all this good stuff, man. Like, I'm like,
so
cigar.
Someone just mentioned Romeo and Juliet, and I actually know that cigar, you guys. I'm actually familiar with that because my favorite uncle got married a couple years ago, and I built a little cigar and whiskey lounge for his wedding, and I got him a very special bottle of Wild Turkey Master's Keep. And we had our little private moment before he walked down the aisle, and then we paired Romeo and Juliet with Master's Keep. Someone at the cigar shop had suggested that would go well with the Master's Keep. So I actually know that cigar.
There you go.
I've attended playing bars.
Wow. This has been fantastic. Well, in the midst of all this madness and craziness, we are truly, bringing folks together, enjoying ourselves, taking time to take a breath, because we sure enough need it. So y'all make sure, from me to you, make sure y'all stay safe first and foremost. Take care of yourselves and your families. Try to find light in the moments of darkness, and continue to keep hope. I mean, Fawn gave one heck of a message the other night where, it's a time to be as hopeful as you can be. And I'm really hoping that these things that we're going and we're working on right now in regards to the protests, in regards to reform and all the things that people are fighting for, that people are bringing into the light, that this continues, and that this doesn't just, all of a sudden fade to the back and we go back to being, normal as we were before, which has never been normal for us. So it's about time we make a change. And so I'm looking forward to it. But you all take some time and take a breath and enjoy your families. And we take some time to just step out for a minute for like an hour or so. Drink, smoke, have a good time. Spread the love, y'all. Spread the love.
More.
Together we can.
Hey, Jay. You know who we got to bring together?
Who's that?
Keith and Keith.
Oh, yeah. That's always
we still got to do the Keith and Keith. We're going to have a Weaver off.
We're going to put to that. It's gonna be such a beautiful union, a dope out reunion of Keith Weaver, who's our founder with Uncle Dearest, and then also Keith Weaver at the patio. Yeah, right here in ATL. Yeah, great cigar spot.
Another big seller of Uncle Nearest.
Big time, man. Shout out to you, Keith, man. Appreciate that, brother.
Thank you so much.
George. Let's see. Ben says, we had done Kiki and K by Karenberger. Want to thank you very much for having us on your amazing show. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking to you guys, actually.
It wouldn't be a show without you, bro.
He texted me and told me to shut up. He's talking to y'all.
Mike, thank you again.
Ben. I'm telling the truth, man.
That's right.
Thank you so very much for being with us tonight, for connecting us with this beautiful, once again, a beautiful cigar brand with our whiskey. And thank you everybody who tuned in and everybody who came out in person here with me tonight at the Northern Quest Casino, and Drew with Sticks, and everyone watching. And I cannot wait. Yes, Drew, thank you, brother. And
I saw Chastity just popped on there too, coming out of the Chi-Town. What's up, Chastity? What's up, Ian? How y'all doing in Chicago?
Chastity.
All my Chicago peeps.
And my podcast brother too.
Yes.
So thank you, everybody.
Texas everywhere.
Oh, Texas.
All gas, no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
Peace out. Skadrick. We gonna win, man. I got to put that plug in. I'm sorry, but yeah, let's go. All right, I'm praying for the good stuff.
I think it's time to say goodnight and finish our cigar and our cocktail. And thank you again, Mike, so much. I'm enjoying myself with these. I can't wait to do more. It's been awesome. Thank you everybody.
Oh, real fast. What are we doing next time? Or do we figure out who we're doing next time so we can give everybody a heads up?
All right. So people will stop getting mad at me.
Please.
The next one we're gonna do is the Brand Especial by Cigar Mike. So the next one will be my cigar.
Yay! Oh, I can't wait.
I paid
Okay.
them very well for that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right.
I love it.
We got them under control now.
Yes.
There it is.
Okay. I'm
Motley
here
Crue.
for it.
Yeah.
Love
That's
it.
right.
So
Love it.
yes, we'll have the brand especial by Cigar Mike, and what I have some like the chocolates today. I'm going to do something completely different. So we're going to have some other little add-ins and throw-ins, and people will be able to find out about that along the way. So you know, just trying to educate and entertain.
That's right. That's right. Keep an eye on those folks. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram Live, and YouTube. And Uncle Nathan, as always, y'all, continue to drink honorably.
Yes. Drink honorably. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
That part.
Cheers,
Night.
guys. Love
Cheers.
you all
Cheers.
Love
so
y'all.
Salute.
Peace
Bye,
and love.
everybody.